What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kamon. Today I'm bringing you guys an updated version of my Tenpai Dragon deck. I've been playing this deck a lot at locals and with friends, and I think I finally fully understand the balance of certain things. Now, this build, it's fairly ish the same from my other build ish. You know what I mean? But with more understanding, I was able to actually add a few more things in the main deck, an extra deck, and I do have a side deck for you guys. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna show you guys main deck extra inside. Just pre-warning, the extra deck, there are two cards where I'm just like, I feel like you don't really need them, but it's good to have, which is the Striker Dragon and the SP Little Knight, which that does sound crazy, but it's like the main goal of this deck is to OTK your opponent, you know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, if you're made to go first, you would probably end on a Seals pass over a SP pass, you know what I mean? Because Seals, you could bounce something and then summon out a dragon if you want to. So it all depends. So again, I'm still tweaking out a few things, but this is what I got so far, and I am going to show you guys a side deck too for this, and some new spicy tech, which you guys probably saw on the thumbnail. So this is a 41 card list. Decided why not just do 41 over 40, because I wanted to add a certain card in here, but if you want to add a different card, you can. But anyways, over the monsters, we are rocking Padara, Chundra, and I know this card is not called Fedora, but we're gonna call this one Fedora, like the freaking hat. So these are the ones you want to, max out on these three, not max on this one. You never want to draw this card. Drawing this card feels so bad. I'd rather just search it out and summon it from deck if I can. But if it is in your hand, it's not the end of the world, you know what I mean? And again, my list is to go first or second. It excels at going second, sure. But if you are made to go first, no worries. This list can still do that. You know what I mean? But anyway, so what these cards do, pretty cool. On summon, you could search or set a Sangen spell trap card from your deck and either add it to your hand or set it to the field. If you control a Fire Dragon monster, you can summon this card from your hand, which this card does activate. And on summon, this card brings back a Fire Dragon monster from the graveyard, or during damage step also. The bonus effects, obviously, while in the field, your Fire Dragon monsters, when they battle, you take the battle damage. Your Fire Dragon monsters cannot be destroyed by a battle. And when this card when a monster battles while this card's in the field, during the start of the damage step, you summon one Tenpai Dragon monster from your deck to the field. So again, they cannot ash this card. So if I were to go summon out effect, or, summon out this card into battle, attack, right? Effect, summon this out. Now that I have both these in the field, I take no damage and they won't be destroyed by a battle. And again, they cannot stop this because it cannot, Ash doesn't negate activation. Ash just negates effect, so therefore it cannot stop this. And it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's it for these. Again, Fedora is cool, but you don't want to draw Fedora ever. It's very, very annoying because it's I'd rather see the other two. You see one of these, pretty much. You see either one of these, and that's full combo OTK. You know what I mean? Now, other monsters, again, we are going first or second deck, so I went to kind of prepare for that. So I am rocking 3 Cashier Fenrir still. Fenrir is just a good card overall to have, and the fact that it's a level 7, you guys saw on the thumbnail of what I'm using. Its levels really matter here, in my opinion. So yeah, just Fenrir, super good. It's a literally, every time I summon this card, I said, summon Fenrir. My opponent had to deal with it. They would literally go, Princess, pop this card. I was like, okay, cool. Summon another one now, because I had two, because I draw 2 in one turn, apparently. You know what I mean? So, yeah, 3 of these, it's a win more card. There's no benefit of not playing it, but if you don't want to play it in room for other hand traps, you can certainly do that. But for me, I like Fenrir because it's a good card to have in here, and I cannot complain. I don't know, I like the big hand trap build, sure, but I feel like since our Tenpai Dragon engine is only these 8 monsters, 8 monsters, and then there's 6 other cards to search these out, I feel like it's not enough because we could go terraforming, right? Terraforming, add field spell, and then they droll us. We can't get get these anymore. So I wanted to add other things besides hand traps so I could kind of fight, going for seconds. Usually when I fight with this deck, I'm made to go first after the first game. So it's good to have like the Fenrir for that, you know what I mean? Because it's a good protection. Because like, think about it. Normally you would end on Seal's Pass, but ending on Seal's plus Fenrir Pass is pretty good. For hand trap stuff, very basic. 3 Ash, 3 Ghost Ogre, and 3 Imperm. I mean, it's very basic. I like it. Ghost Ogre been coming in clutch, bro. It's so good this format. It's good in the mirror match. It's good in voiceless voice. Very good in voiceless voice. Very good versus Snake Eye, because they go Snake Eye Ash, you go Ghost Ogre, or they go Field Spell, you go Ghost Ogre. You know what I mean? Like, this card is super, super good, very underrated, and I'm glad it's seeing play in the meta again. But yeah, that's it for these. That's it for these 9. Technically, it's 10, because for the other monsters, we are running the 1 Magnemute. This is an under the hand trap. This is actually very, very good into the Voices Voice matchup, which I think this deck does pretty good versus that deck, in my opinion, because we just, you know, do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? So yeah, one of these, and then the last card is obviously the 1 Blaster. I love Blaster, bro. Blaster is such a cool card, bro. I mean, I'm glad it's back at 1. If it's back at 2 or 3, I could see us being played in more in here, sure. But these 2 are for the other non-engine. Well, they got an engine, so yeah. And believe it or not, you can actually Ghost Bell Magnuma, because people forget Magnuma can search from deck or graveyard. So because they can do either or, you can Ghost Bell this. So pretty cool, pretty cool. So keep that in mind. That's it for the monsters. Very basic, of my opinion. Just see one of your Tenpai, even if it's just this, I guess you're okay, but you want to see one of these, either the white or the red one over the green one, because then you'll get to the green one regardless. So that is it for the monsters. Now for the spells, 3 Sengen Summoning. This name changed so many times. And 3 Sengen Kamon. Kamon came in, you know. So yeah, these cards are essential. This is how you also win in general. So how it works, while this card fits up on the field during your main phase only, during your main phase 1 only, sorry, your Fire Dragon monsters are unaffected by your opponent's activated card effects. So they're still affected by your stuff, but your opponent cannot, you know, affect them. So like if they got like a Imperm, a Ash, a Veiler, a Nib, unaffected, you know what I mean? It has 2 other effects. During the main phase, you can add 1 Tenpai Dragon monster from your deck to your hand, then discard 1 card, which that's all 1 effect. You do not discard for cost. So if they Ash this, then you don't discard. But if they Ghost Ogre this, then yeah, it's pretty rough. Other effect, when this card is destroyed by card effects, I think it was to the graveyard. No, not to the graveyard. When it just is destroyed by if it's destroyed by a card effect or during the battle phase, you control 1 Dragon Single monster you control, doubles attack. And that effect is not once per turn. Let me see. Yeah. So. Oh, no, that effect is once per turn. No, it's not. It's not. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, this is how you kind of double up on your Trident Dragion here. You know what I mean? And this is how you OTK your opponent for free. Sengen Kamon, this card is actually broken. This is how you play past Drone Lockbird. Pretty cool. So it has 2 effects, right? You can apply one of the effects during the main phase, or if it's in the battle phase, you can apply both effects. So effect number 1, you can add 1 Tenpai Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Effect number 2, special summon 1 Fire Dragon monster from your hand to the field, right? Now that effect's cool because if you do have Blaster in your hand, you can summon out Blaster and beat it with something for 2000 attack if you really want to. If you really want to. So you could do that. But the reason why this card plays past Droll, because let's say you go normal summon out, put Padara effect, add Kamon to hand. On res, they activate Droll. You could just chain Kamon and then add your Chandra to hand here, and then activate effect, summon Chandra, and then that's game pretty much. That is game. So yeah, 3 of these. You wouldn't want to play this card 2 at 1, 3. It's searchable, but it's cool when you do open up with it. I never mind because I can get to any card that I do want. And believe it or not, keep in mind, if you do not kill your opponent for whatever reason, or if they make you go first and you set up a board, you set this card. This is a very good defensive card because if they go enter battle, you could literally go, okay, during the battle phase, activate this. Because remember, this effect happens during the battle phase. Most folks are used to doing this during your own battle phase, sure, but this is during the battle phase in general. So you can go affect some, and like let's say you have like this in the graveyard too. Effect, add to hand, summon, effect, bring out, effect, search or set. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, which that actually saved me against fire. He entered the battle and I said, all right, during the battle phase, activate this, get the green one, summon the green one, bring back the red one, synchro summon, I made a black rose. You know what I mean? Like, you can do stuff like that, so keep that in mind. So yeah, 3 of these consistency cards, 3 Pot of Prosperity, because we can kill you through Pot of Prosperity, so why not play Pot of Prosperity? You know what I mean? It's just a good card overall to play and have in here. And again, our engine is very, very small until we do get the new support cards. So in either way, we'll still be playing this card because the card is too good. 3 Droplet, because Droplet's such a good card also. I took it out for a little bit, but then I put it back in because like Droplet is, this card will save you so much, bro. It's such a good card, bro. I love Droplet. And this is how you kind of fight against Voice's Voice so much easier too. The amount of times I would go Lightning Storm, they would go Skull Guardian, I would go Chain, Droplet, send the Lightning Storm to turn off him, hit the back row. You know what I mean? Like, this card is broken, bro. Broken. Now for the 2-ubs, still rocking 2 Thrust. I low-key want to play this card at 3. This card is so good. It's always live, so it's always active in this deck. So, yeah, and this can search out any of your power cards. 2 Lightning Storm, and then the 1 Duster. I know what you're thinking, like, why am I running 2 Lightning Storm if I have Tactics? Bro, I'm trying to open up with this half the time if I need to, bro. I open up with this, I am good to go, my friend. Yeah, so these cards are your win more buttons, but these 2 cards, I wasn't running Duster at first, but I definitely put it in here because, like, this deck, like, you want to clear out your opponent's board and or back row as much as possible and as fast as possible, so you can like bait out certain things. So you can go normal summon monster effect, search, summon out, enter battle, attack for game. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of these right here, is to kind of bait out certain things, especially against Voice's Voice. Like they have to respond to Lightning Storm. Cool thing about Lightning Storm, this is a, if the card is negate its activation, you can activate it again. You can only activate 1 per turn. So if you go activate Lightning Storm, call back row, and then go Skull Guardian. Skull Guardian does negate the activation, so you can go, okay, cool, activate another one. So you can do the same thing with this card right here. He really doesn't not 1 per turn either, but yeah. As it for that, those are the board clearers and whatnot. Other cards is obviously the 1 Terraforming, and then the last card I am running for the 41 card is the Change of Heart. This was called by the Grave at first, but I don't know. I want to try out this card here, see how I like it. This card, and again, all of these are searchable off of your thrust. So these can you search out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The other 2 cards are your imperms if you really need them. But yeah, these cards are very, very, very powerful cards to kind of search out. So that's why I am running them in here. But again, I might just take out Change of Heart for Call by the Grave, because again, this doesn't do anything towards Voice's Voice because you can't target them half of the time anyways. So, but it's one of those cards to where like they gotta respect it. You know what I mean? So if your opponent has like an SP on the field, you go Change of Heart, they have to banish it, and then you can go, okay, cool, thrust right after. You know what I mean? So that's my theory behind it. But again, if you want to put in Call by the Grave, you can do that too. So that's it for the main deck. That's 41 cards. Extra deck, pretty cool. Links, 1 Striker Dragon, 1 Seals, best card, 1 SP, 1 Hida, 1 Princess, and then the 1 Raging Phoenix. This card did go up in price, but I feel like Raging Phoenix is one of those cards where like it's good to have, but I don't think it's needed. Like you could definitely run the Emblem Whale instead, or the other whale card. You mainly run it so you're not fire locked into Princess anymore, so you want to get her off the field as soon as possible. But then again, like, being fire locked in this deck is not the like end all be all, if that makes sense. But again, I know this card is like expensive. It went up to like $60 a card or whatever. I'm just like, I'm borrowing this. I'm giving this card back because I don't ever summon it like that. If I do finally go into the Princess line, I do go into the Ambim Whale, but again, just having this card in here just to have it is good. But like I said before, if you want to take out these two cards here, you totally can because, again, SP is good, but it's like, if you want to OTK your opponent, you cannot use SP effect, you know what I mean? And then after battle phase, you can't summon this because you'll be locked into a Dragons anyways. So if you take out SP, then you'll take out Striker Dragon too, because Striker Dragon is mainly for SP, so you could banish something on summon. So I might take out these two other synchro monsters, maybe. Most likely I will, because I like to kind of expand my like reach for decks that I really like, and I like this deck a lot. So that is it for the links. Everything else is just synchros. Now some synchros might not make it in here anymore, but for right now, this is what I have. Obviously, the one Black Rose Dragon, because Black Rose is really good Fire Dragon, so you can summon this during your opponent's turn or your turn. And with the field split up, they cannot stop this card at all. So, yeah, just go Black Rose for free. And it's so funny. It's so funny. The card that is staying in here is the one Samurai Destroyer. This is mainly and only for Yugioh. Nothing else. Yugioh. That deck kind of kills this deck, bro. We can't get past that deck without this card here, or like a Meteor, but not even Meteor Burst, because like it won't stop the like spell card. But like this card here, enter battle, attack, they can't do nothing. This is our meteors, baby. So yeah, it is in here for that, and that's why, yeah, like this is here for that, and so is the Fenrir's, you know what I mean? These two cards are mainly for the Yugioh matchup. So again, because once they have that Nightmare Pain on the field, it's pretty much GG for us, because like we'll be doing damage to ourselves essentially until we get to like other things. I ain't trying to deal with that, bro. So yeah, one Samurai Destroyer. Next is the two Tenpai Bident Dragion. This is the best card ever, and then obviously for the one Tenpai Transcendent Dragion. So these cards is how you OTK your opponent. So this is a level 7 tuner synchro monster. It takes a dragon tuner and a dragon monster on the field. So Zombie World does kill these cards here, and obviously Trident Dragion too, but other stuff for that too. We don't worry about that. But anyways, on synchro summon, you could target one level 4 lower dragon monster in your graveyard, summon it back to your field. So you want to target your level 3s, any of your 3 non-tuners, because you can synchro climb with these also, because again, these can synchro summon again. These are soft once per turn. So yeah, and if 3 or more attacks have been declared this turn, and this card is in your graveyard, you can summon it back to the field once per duel, and then pop a Spell Track right on the field. Same thing for this. 3 or more have been declared. Summon this back and then pop a card on the field. Doesn't target. Also, cool card effect for this. On synchro summon, you change all your opponent's monsters to attack mode. Your opponent has to attack this card during the battle phase. Your opponent cannot activate anything. So this card is sick, bro. This card is so good. Other 10s, if you guys saw my Instagram and my Discord, you saw my Trident Dragion did get here. So yep, and it also dumb. This card is not needed, you know what I mean? Because once you resolve these, you pretty much win. This is just for extra, just in case. You know what I mean? Like this card is sick, bro. This card is super good. Just the one of, but yeah, as Konami said, borrow it from a friend if you need to. Find it in bulk, but yeah, you know, I got it because I'm a content creator, so that's why I wanted it. Plus, I do play the deck, so you know, you definitely needed it. Other 10s. The one Rudy Rose Dragon and the one Black Winged Assault Dragon. These are in here. This can kind of mess up Thunder Dragons, so their Colossus can't, you know, be saved by battle or card effect anymore. This is here just so I could burn you. In case for some reason I don't kill you, you know what I mean? I go into this card right here, and then I just burn you. So that's why this card is here. So this card is very good in time. It's very good in time. Especially if you're made to like go first too. This card, you summon this card here, and then you just pass. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those time cards. And the last card we are running, the one Star Eater, baby. Yeah, I want to try out Star Eater, bro. It's a dragon, it's a Synchro, and it's 11. Your opponent cannot stop this card. I know you're thinking, like, how do you summon this card? All you need is a level 7 non-tuner. So one of these, or even Fenrir, on top of your level 4 tuner, Chandra. And that's how you summon this card out here. You know what I mean? As it for the extra deck. Now for the side deck. Pretty cool side deck in my opinion. Nothing too crazy. Gojo, you know. It's pretty self-explanatory, but 3 shifter. This card's super good. We don't lose to this card. We like this card, so gonna cite it. I hate this card. I hate this card with a passion, but we're gonna just use this card anyways. So 3 shifter, 3 ghost spell. Also, again, Voice is a very good deck that we need to respect. So yeah, just ghost spell everything. Fire is really good. So yeah, these 6 always come in when I'm going when I fight against those decks, and I do side out. Ghost Ogre, and I do side out Droplet, because again, you can't use either or if you do have shifter. So kind of keep that in mind. So yeah, that's it for those. 2 of the Bestials. These cards are super nasty. They're nasty. You got to run these cards in this format. Super good, and that makes 3 Bestials. So Voice does have a hard time versus with the Bestials. Same thing with Dragon Link 2. They go effect banish. You go no, chain my effect. I want a better set instead. You know what I mean? So that's it for those. For the spells, 3 Cosmic, because you know you want to hit the back row and whatnot, and this is good versus Voice and other stuff too. So yeah, 3 of these. I am actually citing Gravekeeper's Inscription. I think this card is nasty, bro. You go main phase 1. Activate this. You can call something, like if you know you're fighting against like Fire. Like if Princess in the graveyard, you can just go activate this. Cards and effects cannot be activated in the graveyard this turn. You know what I mean? So therefore, you can summon out yourself for free. You don't got to worry about Princess or something else. Like cards can't be banished or something. You know what I mean? Like anything you want. I think this card is super handy in here. So yeah, 3 of these, and then last card is obviously the 1. Rivalry, everything in here is dragon besides Atomic Samurai and Fenrir. So, yeah, this card is super good. This card is actually very good versus Voice. They go summon out low effect, sure. They go ritual summon, that you just activate this. Skull Guardian is a warrior, and low is a fairy, I believe. So, they're only going to keep low on the field. You know what I mean? Everything else is like dragon. It's dragon, fairy, warrior. So, this card is actually very good versus Voice, and yeah, I tie this in if I know I'm gonna go first. So if I draw it, I draw it. If I don't, I don't. But it's one of those cards where like good to have. But anyways, that's it for Deck Profile. Hope you guys did enjoy that. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll see you guys next time, man. Have an awesome one. Peace.